First Peoples Worldwide is the only Indigenous-led organization that works locally with grassroots Indigenous communities and globally. We uniquely position ourselves so that we're bridging between our grassroots communities, the practitioners and the knowledge we find within our communities, with the private sector, with the government sector. We're really looking to create this common ground where we can come together and solve today's problems. Climate change is having devastating impact on Indigenous communities. You would imagine so when you understand that our communities are tied very much to the land.
ఊరి గురించి కానీ లేకపోతే పంట మామూలు కొండ మీద పంటలు కానీ ఇప్పుడు పండించే అవకాశాలు ఇప్పుడు టైం లేదు ఎందుకంటే వెనక వర్షం పడుతుంది కాబట్టి
We're looking at a traditional knowledge that's always been able to adapt in these kinds of changing situations, but the changes are so drastic and so rapid now that Indigenous people are really suffering trying to keep up with an ecosystem that is changing in their lifetimes in ways that no one has experienced before.
Well, our elders say that we were going to face, starvation if we didn't take care of the earth, and this is what's happening now.
At some point, we have to come to the question of how is our behavior really in balance? How is our behavior in harmony with the planet? This is a really deeply understood principle within Indigenous communities. That understanding of conservation is something that needs to be brought forward.
보이는 жер인 doğru керек. Bu bizim өскенде бөкөз жерибиз. Сен муну тоо киче, бу бизге дымды берер, бу бизге суу катыкты берер.
Our small grants program, Keepers of the Earth, makes between $500 to $20,000 grants. In the case of climate change, we're able to make small grants available directly to communities so that they could continue and expand the traditional ecological approaches, combine the traditional ecological approaches with Western sciences, and convene among other like projects so that the lessons could be shared. One of the things that we're seeing, and one of the things that we really support through the Keepers of the Earth Fund, is a contemporary application of traditional knowledge. In Bolivia, we were looking at bioindicators around weather conditions. One of the things that was known through traditional knowledge is the height of where the birds are building their nests really will tell you what kind of rainy or dry season to expect based upon where the bird nests are built. We're also finding that the way that the animals move give warnings of tsunamis.
Nakita dan nga ada babasit nga matintinag nga batbatu manipudje nga to. Ket nakita da dagiti aso da di uneg ti balay da agirwardan ti kumporme uray punas. Isu nga da ilalakay ken di sigud nga makamu dita nagwarning dan nga dagos pinagaan da di jaysyam nga balay nga evacuate dan nga dagos. So nga iti abit lang nga panawen di nakaikat dan di in my landslide. So nga awan iti nadangran wenno natay ijeng insidente.
These are incredible warning signals that could lead to saving a tremendous amount of lives with just through some public awareness programs. We're seeing that traditional knowledge goes beyond the warning but can go into prevention and can go into mitigation and adaptation.
Nutingon ta kunan modern agriculture ya hindi di makapaihi environment hinuaglawlaw muntanom ta kayo mahawatan muntanom ta kayo hopap diluta muntanom ta kayo tudong di pay danum dayari na insigudan an aramid am magbabaling ket ipawangan nga ipaadar mitalang bote nan young generation na duan yan iwan damon may dah nang impart di da iso ay
Traditional knowledge has been passed on for thousands of years through stories, legends, ceremonies, practices, and customs. But we're at a real crossroads today.
The elders has talked about this for a long time, that they used to warn people, you watch out. There's going to be a change. Everything's going to start changing, but that's, as long as you learn to adjust with it, it'll all pass again.
It could very well be the beginnings of hard times for many people, unless we figure out how to adapt, which we've adapted in the past, which is why we're still here.
We need to be very deliberate and very strategic. We don't always believe that scale has to do with getting bigger. It has to do with a viral spread of doing the right efforts. And in the case of looking at climate change, what we were interested in is how can we take these successes at the local level and have them grow globally still at the local level. We don't have time to wait. We don't have time to repeat our mistakes. We have to begin coming together in a way that brings the sciences and the progress and the technology that we're creating every day with the traditional knowledge that is thousands of years of empirical data, location-specific information that you cannot find anywhere else. This has to be combined. This has to be fused in a way that is really moving solutions for the dire problems that we face. It won't be a single intervention strategy. It won't be a silver bullet. It will be community by community.